I just turned 25, and to help me determine what I want for the next 10 years of my life, I asked a few people who I admire to write letters to their younger selves to learn from them. This is how that went. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends over at FX Pesa. Whether you are a beginner in trading or you are an expert trader, FX Pesa offers you easy access to a trading account 24/7 straight from your device, that you do not miss out on any trading opportunities. Click the link down below in the description bar to find out more about FX Pesa and to sign up for a live account. You can also open a demo account which allows you to practice for free. Now back to the podcast. Hey guys, and welcome to A Letter to My Younger Self, a podcast that encourages you to work hard, have good intentions, and most importantly, to trust the process. Now, when we're young, we all grow up watching different TV shows, watching music videos, and we all dream about what it's like being famous, but we never know what it really entails. Today's guest is a beautiful songbird, Karun, and she's going to take us through what it was like being a teenage star and up to now finding her own way. Welcome to the podcast, Karun.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. Such a pleasure having you on here.
I like that you described me as a songbird.
A songbird?
Now I feel like...
I have to say, you were really like a huge part of my teenage music life.
Really?
I was one of those people who was like, CAMP to the, oh, we blow this.
Oh, wow. Aren't we the same age?
We are?
I don't know.
I'm turning 25.
Oh, okay. I'm 26.
Yeah, so...
Around the same age, yeah.
It was really awesome. So I really hope you know how iconic you really are. Yeah.
I forget sometimes, but yeah. It's nice to be reminded.
Yeah, so before we go into the podcast, you can go ahead and read out your letter to us.
Damn. Okay, so this is a letter to my younger self. I have to say that writing this was it was like you said, like therapy and kind of very deep. So here we go. Every moment that you're experiencing right now, you're going to look back at and think that it was amazing. So don't underestimate how amazing your current moments are. The next one, your body hair is amazing. Your hair on your head is amazing. You won't even understand, like, you cut your hair at some point, so just like enjoy the length, the full extent of your hair right now. Take lots of pictures of the people that you love. Oh yeah, your art skills are amazing right now. There's no need to wait for the future when you're older to make legitimate art. Try to enjoy everything that you're doing instead of focusing on the end product. So this is in relation to like school or music, work, travel, basically just everything. Enjoy the small in-between moments rather than waiting, like when you're traveling, waiting to get there. Like sometimes just the drive there is dope. What else? Oh yeah, adulthood is overrated. Yeah. All the songs you're writing and making now are brilliant. Keep them and don't worry. Mixing can fix a lot. I didn't know that when I was younger. A lack of money isn't an excuse not to make art. Limitation breeds creativity. This was also in relation to shooting videos for the songs that I'd make on SoundCloud. I think it would have been pretty cool to have visuals, even if it's like homemade visuals. So just like, first of all, upload the song to SoundCloud. Second of all, shoot a video for that song. Now this next one. I know you probably feel pressure right now due to the things... Oh wait, let me start again. I know you feel pressure right now to do things in a certain quality because of the recognition of Kamula. But allow yourself to release things into the world, basically music, art, videos, or anything. You'll learn and get better through those experiences. So don't stop yourself short. Being a perfectionist will only slow you down. Also, you probably feel like you're always being watched. Like people are judging you. But honestly, like sometimes you are your harshest critic. Like even if people are watching you, like something that I learned this year is that other people's opinions of you are not your business. So just do you, man. Don't even think about what other people are thinking. Oh yeah, later down the line, you find out that you have social anxiety. And this really, really helps you to understand yourself. This is why life is so freaking hard for you right now. But Silver lining is that you'll be fine, and through self-awareness and just like being present, you end up being okay with it. It's not that it goes away, but you just learn how to be okay with it. Yeah. No one really knows what they're doing. This kind of ties back into how adulting is overrated. Older people might look like they know what they're doing, but I feel like most of us are still looking at life we're like waiting for it to make sense, and I don't think it ever really does. I'm telling you, this list is long. Okay, but we're like at the last end of it. I'd say to my younger self, don't be shy to speak Swahili, because just because people make fun of you doesn't mean that you can't eventually like be good at it. Also, forgive your parents for not showing you or teaching you certain things that you feel like you would have helped you be more equipped for life. They're also humans, and at this point, you get to. Wait, let me read exactly what I said. It's your responsibility to grow into the person that you want to be, and you can start whenever you're ready. Yeah. Eventually, you give birth to a beautiful baby boy when you're 23 years old. He'll teach you a lot. He'll surprise you every single day, and you'll be a pretty good mom, so don't worry about that. All the things that I told you above are more important now more than ever, because self-awareness will help you be a better parent. Also, the baby phase goes by really fast, so enjoy the tiny, cute baby smells, and don't worry about the stress. Like I said, it'll go by fast. The last one, Kamula doesn't last forever. Surprise, surprise. But you learn a lot from the experience. You eventually heal from a lot of the traumatic experiences that happened to you during that period too. You learn to stand as your own artist. It's not easy. You'll definitely want to quit every single year, but you keep going for some crazy reason. So don't worry, your sensitivity ends up being a tool that helps you to be more creative. So don't let anyone make you feel like you need to change or that you need to be normal. Be you, but you already know that. So maybe the point of this is more that you need to keep remembering that so that you don't reach a certain point in life and forget that. Yeah. Okay, this is the last one. The world gets really weird in 2020. So believe it or not, the world shuts down. It's terrifying. It's blissful. It's anxiety-inducing. It's eye-opening at the same time. But that's a story for season 2. Okay, bye.
Before we continue, I'd like to say a big thank you for all the support that you have shown myself and this podcast so far. If you'd like to support this podcast even more, you can do so by purchasing one of your favorite A Letter to My Younger Self merch. We have journals, and these journals have quotes as well as thought-provoking questions that will be able to guide you in your own personal journey. We also have mugs that look like this. We also have bags, webcam covers, and a lot more. What I will do is I will leave a link down below in the description box where you can go and check this out for yourselves. Now back to the podcast. I have to start by saying that of all the letters that have come, yours is the first one that was written in point form.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and when I first got it, I was like, dang, this girl is smart.
Why?
I had this option of writing my letter. And, it was like so quick, so efficient.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
Is that how you're always in life? Like looking for the quickest, most efficient ways to do stuff?
I don't know. I guess so. So
Yeah.
were the other ones more like a written
letter.
Story letter? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I see.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is how I would genuinely talk to my younger self, I think.
Yeah, just this is what you need to know, no beating around the bush for anything.
Yeah.
And you also did not really reference a particular age while you were writing the letter.
Right.
What age were you envisioning as you're writing the letter?
I envisioned like 13, 14, maybe 15, around that age.
Around there. Is there a specific reason for that age in specific?
I think biologically your brain is still, like your brain chemistry is still growing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be kind of what do they say? They say that you're not 100% sane when you're a teenager, but you think you know everything. And at the same time, that could be the most fun time in your life. So I think that was an important time for me.
Stage in your life.
Yeah.
How did it feel while you were writing to your 15-year-old self?
It felt healing, because I think sometimes we can look back and wish we did something differently. But it kind of felt like I was talking to myself now, kind of just like being like, it's okay, it happened, now you're wiser and like you can move on. So that was dope.
You know, because you mentioned it actually, and because I usually have moments of just random Swahili comment outbursts, I just have to confirm, do you fully understand and speak Swahili?
I can understand most of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I don't speak it.
How comes when you were being raised in your household, you didn't end up speaking a lot of Swahili at home?
So there's a lot of politics, I think, that comes into it. I mean, not like politics, but like it boils down to the way Kenya is. So my parents speak English, my grandparents speak English, my great-grandparents speak English. I think we all went to British schools. Like, you know, like when you have to think about colonialism and how it impacted Kenya and how there's different bubbles, and sometimes we can feel like Kenya is one specific way, but there's many different facets to Kenya and our history. So my parents, I guess, wanted to raise me to be equipped for the future. And I guess they thought that the future was more English speaking.
Yeah.
And they actually did teach me how to speak Kikuyu. That was my first language. But as soon as I went to school, like I was made fun of. And then Kikuyu, I just stopped talking it. I was like mad at my parents, like, why didn't you teach me English? Now I'm being made fun of. And then I get older and then people are making fun of me for not speaking Swahili. So it's like,
which one?
Yeah. And all the while you're just a kid, right? You don't really understand the politics of like colonialism, schools, different class systems, and what languages even mean to us. Because like Kiswahili is the national language, but my mother tongue is Kikuyu. And I didn't understand why, like the help around the house, they want to speak to me in English because they want to practice English, right? So I didn't get the chance to speak Kiswahili. And even when I'm on the streets, like buying, not on the streets, in the shops, or just anywhere, everyone just switches to English so easily. So that's just how I've grown up. Yeah. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So now, are you fluent in Kikuyu still, or after school
I lost
it disappeared?
Yeah, up until like I was like 10, I could understand. You can talk to me completely in Kikuyu, I could understand, but I couldn't respond. And now it's just completely gone.
Yeah. Are you interested in learning? Because for
Hell
me,
yes. Yeah.
both Swahili or Kikuyu, or mostly Kikuyu?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Because for me, I am half Kamba, half Taita. So at home, it's really difficult for my mom and dad can't communicate because, and I feel like that's how most people, when they're young, they learn their mother tongue because you're at home and your parents are both speaking it, so you pick it up. So now for me, I've never picked up either because
what did they speak to each other with?
Swahili, English, either. So now, right now, growing up is when I really want to know, I want to understand, I want to be able to speak to somebody in Taita. I feel like sadly we'll get to a point where all this beautiful language of
I know, I don't want that.
have disappeared, and then it's like, okay, I mean, now what? We're all here speaking English.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I want to speak Kiswahili, because my son he's half Tanzanian. And in our household, no one speaks Kiswahili. I'm like, no, this cannot happen. So that's another reason why I really want to learn.
Yeah.
But you grew up in Nairobi?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and then Nairobi City is so English Swahili. Like that's
the main things that go down. And so now that they were not keen on you learning Kiswahili, were they more keen, let's say, on foreign languages? Like, do you know French, German, Chinese?
I know a little bit of French. German, no. I feel like I know a bit of Spanish, but I wouldn't even say that. But no, they not from my parents, just from schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's a shame.
Now, as a young mom, would you say you are even more intentional when it comes to maybe your son learning Kiswahili and Kikuyu?
Definitely. Every day at home, I'm telling like the people who work in the house, like, don't talk to him in English. Like, this is the one space where he can learn how to speak in Kiswahili. But I definitely always have to remind people, because it's so easy to just switch to English. Like, everybody I don't know why. That's just, it's so
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
You can catch all the other episodes by visiting the website listed in the description bar. There, you will find my conversations with my other guests. Each guest shares a letter to their younger self, why those moments were impactful in their lives, the lessons they learned, and the vision they have for their future self. Click the link in the description bar to support this podcast and watch season 1 of A Letter to My Younger Self.